Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a weekly love reading for all of my cancers out there from the week of October 11th to the 17th. So let's get after it. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. 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 Show me cards that I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see here. What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Cancer during the week of October 11th to the 17th? What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Cancer during the week of October 11th to the 17th? Ooh. One popped out, so we're going to take that one for sure. All right. All right, so here we go. Right from the beginning, we got the moon card. Something here is deceptive. Something is not quite right. There's some hidden pearls here, okay, with this individual. Okay, first off here. So, there's definitely some things here that you don't know that you need to know here. Like I said, some deception. I get in the feeling there's some deception here, something that's hidden here. Let's get some clarification on this. Let me get some clarification on this. Why is this moon card here? Give me some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card here? Give me some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card here? Give me some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card here? Cards. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here. So we have the Three of Cups here with this situation. So there's definitely a possibility this person does a little bit too much socializing, and they're being very deceptive about their socializing, quote unquote flirtations, if you will, of the situation. At least, yeah, that's what's going on with the situation. A little bit too much socializing, a little bit too much flirting, if you will. Yeah, so that's problematic. However, with that being said here, this person doesn't have a very generous nature about them. Okay, very civic-minded individual. Like they care about community. So they're the type of person like volunteer, like a food bank or give to the homeless. So they have a good heart, just a little bit too flirty. Okay, and they're when they socialize means when they go out, they drink and they have fun. They're a little bit too flirty. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're quote unquote doing anything, but they're a little bit too flirtatious here for sure. That's what I'm getting here. Now, in addition, here we have the Empress card, which means this person, um, you know, does want material wealth and abundance, but also fertility. So at some point, this person wants to have children at some point here. All right. Now, the good news here with this situation here with the Eight of Pentacles is this person is willing to put in the work and put in the time to really make this thing work, which is good. Because that means that, just because this person is like a born flirt doesn't mean that they're not willing to correct the behavior to kind of, get themselves together. Like a little bit of flirting here and there, depending on the nature of the relationship, because some relationships is like, I wish you would look at somebody else. I mean, that's just the nature of people's relationships. But this person is willing to put in the work to correct that behavior. I'm seeing it here in the cards here very clearly. Um, Also, we have the Four of Swords here, where you have an individual here that's has done a great deal of contemplating and reflecting, um, at least on the exterior. Hasn't really done a whole lot of self-reflecting and soul searching, which is probably why uh, they they don't really have an awareness of that. Their flirting can be taken the wrong way. Also, I get the sense here you either work with this individual, you know this individual from work, or you met this individual, someone at your place of work here. We have that as well. And this person wants to recognize victory as well. So, again, like I said before, I don't see anything quote unquote nefarious here. I don't see like a cheater here. I just see someone that's just a born flirt, and that's just how they've always been. However, once that behavior gets called out, I do see that this person is willing to kind of change that about themselves, to make it work because they want to recognize victory, which means they want to meet your family, your friends, things of that nature. And if the behavior isn't really called out, well, they're probably going to continue to do it. Flirt with your family, with your friends, just being like the jovial nature person that they are. So if you want that to stop, then you're probably going to have to address it. All right. So there is that. So let's see. What are the overall strengths of this particular union? What are the overall strengths of this particular situation? What are the overall strengths of this particular situation? What are the overall strengths of this particular situation? One more shuffle. What are the overall strengths of this potential situation here? One more shuffle. One more shuffle. Here you go. What are the overall strengths of this potential situation here? Cards in per se. Cards. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, so the overall strengths of the situation are that do have a choice here. And again, the Two of Wands here, a very clear choice here. And I really feel like this is kind of leaning towards, again, the overabundance of flirting there. You do have a choice either to say, hey, listen, knock it off, cut it out. Or you can just kind of just accept that that's just the natural nature of this individual here. So there's a very clear choice here. Also, Seven of Pentacles here. Just kind of waiting to see what kind of things ripen on that vine, if you will. Also, I do feel as though with the Judgment card here is that there may have been a time where things kind of did get stretched a little bit with this individual. And there was a bit of reunification here. I don't know if it's strong enough to exactly say it's an X energy here. But it's coming damn near close. Okay? Because I do get the sense here at one time, it became a little bit too much, and there was a bit of a separation in that. Now we're skimming that fine line, okay, between an X and not an X. So, maybe one of you considered you guys were broken up, but the other one didn't get the memo. So that was one of them type of things. So I do feel as though that was a part of the deal here. And it was because of the nature of that individual's behavior here. And also, again, the overall strength of the relationship is someone's not afraid to walk away if things get too crazy. Okay, so that's definitely a good a good situation here, especially because we also have the three of swords here representing a third party situation. So a person is not afraid to walk away from the situation if it becomes too crazy. And again, that's what was done. I think that other individual kind of knows, like, listen, I don't want to lose this individual here, so I better knock this off here. So, or I better tone this down a little bit. But I do feel as though that overabundance of flirting. I know this is kind of like a theme through the reading, but it's going to definitely have to be addressed here because here again, it's with the Nine of Swords here, it's definitely causing a bit of strife. A bit of anxiety here, so it needs to be addressed. But the relationship, there is a lot of passion for the relationship here, and also we got the Emperor card here, which means someone needs to take control of the situation, assert themselves. Okay, assert themselves, take a leadership role. Throw down some guidelines here. Okay. So, with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit has to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information does Spirit have to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information does Spirit have to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information does Spirit have to give before I shut this thing down? There we go. Cards that I need. Clarity. Be clear about what you're willing to accept and willing not to accept. Okay, be very clear about that. So in other words, there needs to be some communication that needs to take place here. Okay, for sure. To be clear, to clarify, this is what I'm willing to accept. This is what I'm not willing to accept. Also, make sure productivity. Make sure those conversations are productive. That you actually are able to make sure the person is understanding exactly where you're coming from. You understand exactly where they're coming from. They have to be productive, and you're going to have to follow up on it to make sure things are moving in the progressive fashion. Here, finally, here we have stretch. So, and that tells me that there's going to be it's going to need some stretching here. That's going to have to be done to kind of overlook certain things here. That's why I'm saying here, or you're stretching yourself thin, as it is um, trying to justify this person's overabundance of flirtation. So you kind of it's kind of beat that kind of stretching your patience. In other words, you got one nerve left, and this person's kind of dancing on it. And you're like, you know what? So that's one of these type of situations is you're definitely going to have that conversation. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this thing up now. This is a general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, you want to know more about this particular situation, again, a link will be below. Make sure you get yourself personal reading. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay too. Take those parts of it that do and dismiss the rest, okay? If you haven't already, please like, please share, and absolutely subscribe, all right? My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will absolutely see you next time. Bye-bye.